wanted to do this video, even though I know it's going to make a lot of people mad, but a situation took place and I'm seeing a lot of other videos being, done and speaking on this subject, and they're getting information wrong, right? There was two YouTubers, right? One by the name of Sin City Manny, if I'm not mistaken, the other by the name of Finney the Legend. They were beefing. It seemed like Sin City was, growing his platform and Finney didn't like that. I'm gonna be extremely honest with this because I've seen it happen. It's happened to a plethora of content creators, this process, just not what happened at the end. It even happens to me. You have a bunch of creators, some of them might even be on the same level. One will grow and now others will hate him and get attention from going after him and then become obsessive. I'm talking like all day, every day, 7-hour live streams, trying to destroy the former small creator that's growing. But anyway, so Sin City Manny, he starts growing his platform and Finney's like, hey, I'm gonna roast you and go after you. But he starts going way too hard and way too far. Why? Because as a small creator, when he had like 2,000 subs, he was making like $150 in 8 minutes via live stream. So he's going to continue. So Finney, he just keeps on going hard. They start going real life. He talking about the dude's wife now. Copyright strikes are getting sent back and forth. And a lot of people are making it seem like what happened overall with Finney and his wife getting taken out the video game, deleted. They got killed. I'm not even going to add to that. That's what Sin City did. We're going to skip ahead and just let you know that out the gate. A lot of people were saying that happened because this dude Finney sent a copyright strike. No, that is not. It wasn't over copyright strikes. Copyright strikes were happening back and forth. That's in the game of beefing, or the beef sector, as I like to call it, within smaller communities or even bigger. The copyright game is something that's normal. I've become really good at fighting copyrights because a lot of people that's like Finn or maybe even like Sin, that's what they were doing. I've roasted people. I've never gone real life. I've never gone too far. I've never wilded out. I've gotten threats too as well. But I wasn't thinking it was a joke to where I was smiling all in their face until like literally the last 2 seconds. Because that's what this dude Finney did. He was going way too far. You talking about the person's family. You in the damn videos. That's why I've seen too many clips for people to be like, oh, poor Finney. Yes, it's unfortunate. But can we be real? I've seen too many videos of Finney, the legend, getting his ass on stream and going, I know that this Sin City dude, Manny, is about to snap. I can tell, and I'm going to keep going on him. I can tell he's going to go crazy. He's like this close. Let me keep going after him. Oh, are you talking about content? No, it's just me attacking this person. Just because it's like literally no structure to what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here and yeah, I'll throw the roast, but then I'm going to go too far. I'm going to put his wife on the screen, even though she didn't say nothing to me. Like if she says, is she a public figure? Okay. But it seemed like this dude, he had like this vendetta. And it's because he was getting paid to have this vendetta against Sin City. And Sin City snapped. Let him know, I'm looking for you. I'm going to go crazy when I see you. I'm going to pow your ass. And this dude, Finney think his shit sweet. Like he just chilling. You recording like you big top dog. You know, if he never ran into Manny, he would have went home and did mad streams about how soft Manny was, how he was in his city and nothing happened. He was smiling up until the very last moment, guys, looking directly at Sin City, like looking right in Manny's face. Finney, maybe I was mixing the names earlier, hopefully I didn't, but Finney was looking right at Manny's face to the last second. When Manny gets close enough, his wife jumps in front of him. Why? They probably thought he's not going to do nothing to the wife, even though the wife been harassing him and they've been going back and forth and it's been going outside of YouTube. The wife is gonna, first of all, your wife shouldn't be jumping in front of nothing. You a man. His wife jumps in front to try to like protect. Last second, he starts to run away. I don't even think he's seen the pew pew. But Finney, the legend, I'm super tough thug, I'm talking all types of crazy to this man for a long time. Getting on camera and saying, I know Manny is close to snapping right now. I'm going to keep on going with me and my friends. It's just 7 hours a day. He about to snap, but we going to keep going real life and trying to get him to lose his income. Blatantly come on here. That's why I was like, I can't sit here and act like this guy's super victim. Get on the internet and say, I want Manny to lose his channel. I want him to not get any more subscribers. I want to ruin his career. When you start doing that type of talk, you a disgusting piece of crap. I don't ever talk about nobody because I want to ruin their career. Like, if it's a topic, it's a topic. It's, why do I want to destroy someone? And when the person snaps that you said was going to snap, oh, R.I.P. Nigga, listen, man, it's unfortunate what happened. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, but listen, that whole we gonna just have beef with people just for donations is nasty. I don't get roped into that. People try. I might crack my jokes. I might even do a little snippet, talking crap. You're not going to get whole dedicated 7-hour live streams of me just going after something. That sounds crazy. And I'm saying, yeah, I know he's losing his mind. He's about to snap. F his mental health. Get out of here. No, not rolling. Not rolling, bro. Now, am I saying this is what you get? This is what you deserve? Hell no. Even though there's going to be people in the comment section that don't get to this point, or maybe even do get to this point in the video and still say that stupidness because they don't pay attention. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, if you're going crazy and playing in the middle of the street and in a car, do you like the Grandma and the Wayne Brothers theme song? I don't know what to tell you, nigga. Like, why was you playing in the street? If you're coming on the internet and picking and going after people, I've watched the dude's videos. It wasn't nothing that was actually like content for real. Did you do something that was news? No, you just want to talk about his face paints for like an hour? Okay, are you going to talk like everyone will paint their face? Oh, no, just him, because that's the person you're getting paid to talk about. It was corny to me. It wasn't good content. And maybe I'm saying that because I've seen the same thing, bro. Any YouTuber that grows, once you get to a certain level, you're going to notice there are people that might have been even with you on some like low level when y'all was just starting. They would like had the same amount of subscribers as you, maybe talk to you once and twice. Right? Or just seen you, right? Maybe you're in the same niche. I talk about the same things. You start growing. If you don't take them with you, you are public enemy number one, and now there is no limit to how far they can go. They're going to go the extra mile just to see you snap, lose your mind, and then play victim. Maybe if you snap and lose your mind, they get more content out of it. And then when you have someone like Finney come on here and say that his goal is to end Sin City's career, make him go crazy so he can have a career instead, you a spiteful bitch. And I don't want anything to do with you in life. Does he deserve what happened? No, but he put himself in these circumstances, right? And it's not me saying that Manny is like innocent. That nigga put him behind bars. Put him under the jail. What he did was wild. He was hitting random people too. Like, he didn't care about the other pedestrians. Yeah, but people gonna take this as me trying to defend him. I'm not. This is me saying both parties were disgusting. The wife too. Nigga, I seen this. I sat here doing research for mad long before I even decided, okay, I'm gonna talk about this. Because I just found the case to be crazy. Well, I'm like, what? And because I've seen this and I will warn other people, just within the YouTube sphere. Hey, don't try to get into that beef sector, right? If there's a community going after you, don't even respond, nigga. Don't even respond. Sometimes I've responded in ways to where you couldn't even know who I was talking about. I blurred the nigga face out, didn't say the name. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna turn this into content. Nobody's gonna know, right? And still, that nigga cried for like 5 months making videos. I ain't even gonna do that no more, nigga. It's best to not even engage with the underlings who are obsessed with trying to take what you have. Crabs in the barrel, right? But both parties were wrong, and it's all nasty. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. The jig is up when it comes to Lord Jamar. I don't even like calling him that. Jamar is a gripper. He sat here doing all this pro-black. Oh, look, unity. We got to take a stand and not mess with Vlad. And then once it came to him making his own money, when it came to him making his paper, whoopsie, we don't care about Vlad. I did a video recently about this too yesterday. Check this one out. Or not this one. Check that one out after you check this out. This one won't be too long. But yeah, I just think that he's a fraud, and he's not the only one. There's so many of these people within the black community especially that will sit there and weaponize blackness in all ways, right? Down to where they're trying to control someone based on the color of their skin. Tell you, you can't go here. You can't do this. Take a stand. Meanwhile, they the same one that sold us out. You don't want to talk about slavery, not mention the slaves that was actually trying to make money. Trying to make money selling other black men up out here, and then eventually still got caught the damn selves because they stupid. That's Lord Jamar. That's who he is. He gonna sit here and talk all that good stuff. Meanwhile, he's really Sam L. Jackson in disguise. He get all y'all, like the rest of the people, to walk out, and after you walk out, he make his private deal behind the scenes with the business guys. That's what he do. Right? Fraud. And it makes it real harder, like, for people like me, someone who's up and coming. I am black. I'm not like on the super woke pro-black stuff, right? I'm pro-human. I'm pro-me. How about that? Yeah, F that. I'm pro-me, nigga, like, when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I do take a stand. I'm anti-establishment. So I'm not selling out for nothing. I don't care how much money it is. I'd rather build on my own. What is Jamar doing besides the opposite? Everything he say he stand for, he does the exact opposite, right? You try to condemn Godfrey. Shout outs to him. I've been watching since I was like a little kid, bro. I remember he had this funny ass joke about Africa. That joke used to have me and all my friends in elementary school cracking up. But anyway, that's crazy. Godfrey that old. That nigga don't look like him. Look my age, younger than me. But he tried to condemn Godfrey, you know, you gonna sell your soul to go back. And then you go back. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'll give you guys my opinion on Vlad. Another video, another time, another day. But for this one, check the other videos out. Hit the like button. Check out the video I did speaking on this previously about Lord Jamar, if you can. Helps out a lot. Watch more videos. I might be one of the few people that can actually say, I don't rock with McDonald. I know it's like blasphemy within the independent reaction channel or music commentary space. I don't care. I don't like the dude. I used to be a fan of his music, and it got trash. Like, it started to get bad. And to be honest, it probably always was, nigga. Right? Maybe I just agreed with, I guess you could say, the topics that he was saying he believed in. I agree with that, so it stuck out to me, right? And he's not the only one. There's a few people that have done that, right? Maybe I'll make a separate video for those people, but it's not good music, bro. It really ain't. Now, I'm not going to take away from his talent. I do think that he has skill, right? Do I think that he can actually make a good song if he wanted to? Yeah. Every once in a while he does. All right. So I'm not going to just sit here and just be a straight hater. This is blatantly me being honest, right? Occasionally, like once every 5 years. I don't know if he got it like a game plan of political, grifting. Good song. grifting. Like the other day, I was on my Spotify, and a few songs came up. I'm taking them just off the playlist. I'm like, why did I even add this? Fake Fans came on. I was like, this is still pretty dope. It's still a great record, actually. Like, the beat is hard. I like the hook, right? Certain things about it. I was like, this is nice. But that's very far in between. And I think he had one song with him singing, and that was okay. I wasn't mad at it. I think it was Ghost. I thought that was decent. But that seems like the records that he does when he's not trying to be the grifter that he honestly is, right? People get mad when I bring up the fact that he's a Canadian that's super pro-America. People think that, like, I'm wrong for bringing that up. He's been here for a while. Yo mama, my bad. I'm joking. I don't care. I'm being honest with you. I don't give a damn if he's been here for over a certain amount of years. And get like, he's still an immigrant. He's not illegal. But when you're sitting on your YouTube or whatever social media site you have and your music and pumping like whatever conservatives are saying, and one of the main things is get the immigrants out of here, right? Then, hey, start with yourself, buddy. Start with yourself. And also, I think it was maybe because I started to examine a lot of the stuff that you're saying way more, and it just didn't feel right. It's kind of like how I used to like Ben Shapiro, and now I think that he's a piece of crap, and I can't respect him. And in fact, people like him make me even have to acknowledge myself as not a conservative, right? I'm traditional in a sense, and because of that, and me being a Christian, Team Jesus, I would consider myself conservative at one point. Now, nah. And I'm not left or right either. I think it's all a scam. Can't be sitting here saying like, yo, it's all a scam, right? You shouldn't vote. Also, go and vote for Trump. Also, we love Ben Shapiro. You love freedom of speech, speaking the truth, and then you do a song with the guy that helped get Candace Owens banned and fired from Daily Wire because of freedom of speech and her speaking her opinion and telling the truth, and had the nerve to call the song Facts. Nigga, why you didn't do that song with Candace? That would have made more sense. That would have been Facts. Whatever. That's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. We'll speak more about it. Let me know what you think. I just can't rock with Tom McDonald or Nova. I think we're going to do a dedicated video to her tomorrow. This guy, what's his name again? Did Gandalf? What? Did something, nigga. Friend number 17,502 that betrayed Ryan Upchurch, fam. Because he's some nasty niggas. Anyway, this guy, he's doing like non-stop videos and crying about it all over Instagram, talking about Upchurch all day, every day. And it ain't even like it's content. It ain't like if you were like a whole YouTuber or something that just covered Upchurch because you were a fan of his or you just had something to say, I won't give a damn about that, right? That's normal. That's actually creating content. But when you're on here and you're just, well, yeah, you should have been my friend, and you're doing all the Adam tactics, I'm starting to see you talk about something, let's just fight. You niggas is too old. When I was young, fam, that was a normal occurrence. That was normal. Me and my friends getting into a problem and just getting in the fisticuffs. Cool. Ask me how many of those friends, now that I'm a grown ass man, not in my teenage years or my 20s, a grown ass man, nigga. In my 30s, I could just say it, I ain't ashamed. I'm old, right? But nigga, how many of them am I around still? How many of them am I friends with? How many of them, what can I trust? None. I cut off almost all of them. No, not almost. all of them. I think I cut off the last one recently. Where I was just like, okay, can't be around these niggas because their mind is not in the right place. Maturity wise, life wise, just in so many ways, we're not on the same level. Like, those are the people that can do nothing but only bring you down. You want to cause physical harm to someone that you apparently are close to, had love for, respect, or friends with? You want to cause them physical harm? Especially me, I know what I could do. Listen, I'm nasty with these. I start throwing these joints, I'm surgical. Why? Right? Like, it's either two things gonna happen. There's gonna be a whooping or it's gonna be embarrassing. Because the only thing I could do is probably maybe take it easy, and then you're not gonna like that. Me putting my hand behind my back while you swinging is gonna look crazy. So it's just not something you truly want in your life. In my personal opinion. Also, I don't want it in my life. I'm getting old, bro. Like, I'm not breaking my bones and hurting myself over a disagreement between friends. Like, that sounds nuts. You were never his friend. You probably wanted to do this the whole time. The entire time you was around him, you were like, man, I wish I could. Boy, and now you got nothing to lose. It does nothing but, I guess, give you a gain if you was to go and get fisticuffs with her. I mean, sure, I think maybe you'll get whipped out, more than likely, but I think that you would benefit from the clout that you would receive for even getting into a fist fight with Ryan Upchurch. Let's just be clear. Dead Puff. Nobody knows you, nigga. And the people that didn't know you, they used to say that they didn't like you in the first place. I remember I used to react to certain videos that would have Upchurch on it. Whenever it came to a segment where you were talking, I'll cut that shit off, bro. And it wasn't even because I had beef with you or nothing. I just didn't care what you had to say. I gotta be honest, man. I didn't give a damn. I don't think anybody cares what you have to say. I don't think anybody does, bro. And what's up with all this? Why does fighting have to be the go-to for everybody? And this is coming from someone who trained martial arts for years and competed. I know a lot of people try to spread rumors that I only had one fight and loss. They're lying. I think I've showed footage. I had mad fights and competed in a bunch of different martial arts tournaments. But I say all I have to say. Why does everything have to go to, like, the scrap? Especially if it ain't, like, really needed in any way, shape, or form. Right? Like, you can't control your emotions. I told you guys, I don't plan on getting in a street fight ever again. Maybe only defending myself, because people get so offended with what I say on YouTube, they lose their mind and try to scrap. But I don't plan on it. Like, when I was younger, I didn't give a damn. Now I'm like, nigga, if I can help it, I'll choose not to. I've gotten into a lot of different situations recently to where the old me would have started throwing bolts, bro. I would have been immediately. And now I'm just like, I think I told you guys one time at the bank recently, this dude, and I think he was supposed to be security or something. Me and him got into it because he just started talking crazy to me. I was so confused. I was like, is he on something? And I just walked away. I was like, whatever, the old me, I wouldn't have cared. I'd have got it, right? And then recently I went to go visit family. I left late. I try to get on a train, and some dude that's outside of the train is like starting with everybody, trying to fight, right? He on the phone, he getting real tough, right? So I ignore him. I get on the train, right? Not the train itself, but on the platform. He from outside told me, so, yo, why you you trying to be nosy, and tries to jump on my face. And now when I say that, I mean, like, literally, I look at him like, huh? And then he comes around the gate. I'm not running nowhere. So I stand there. I'm looking at him like, huh? Right? It's like 12 or something. Like, I'm old, so I'm tired. It's like 12 at night. Some dude comes around, and like the platform and the staircase is right there, right? So he comes around this way towards me, And me just being, I guess, older and smarter, I was going to just start swinging. But I prepared myself in a way to where I think he second guessed his whole life. Like I moved to where his back was facing the staircase. And I'm right there. And I'm like, if this nigga swing, I'm about to, this is Sparta. Poof, 300. Boot this nigga. I'm gonna get that nigga the big boot like I'm old school Kevin Nash or Undertaker nigga. The big boot looks coming. That shit was gonna be lethal, nigga. It was gonna be mean. I was gonna get that nigga the alternate taekwondo. He all my like key. he have good old Muay Thai ticket. But anyway, I think he saw the position that I moved myself in and the look at my eye, I was like this. He was like, you know what? I don't want no smoke, man. And then he walked the fuck out. I'm saying he didn't even get on no drink. He walked off platform. And I ain't going front. I walked off too and said, well, after he walked out, I was like, pussy. And it was like when Prince said, blouses. And it walked. That's what I let off. I was like, bitch. And I said both. I'm pretty sure. Because he stayed on the other side of the gate and was just like, rah, rah, rah. But he didn't come back, although. Okay, I antagonized him towards the end a little bit. But I had to say that my go-to wasn't, let's just scrap. And mind you, that's not even a friend. I think last year before I went on vacation, you guys see me on live stream have a back and forth, but not even a back and forth. A friend almost thought himself, he was about to challenge me and I had to set the tone, nigga, like we side by side. I had to turn to him like, nigga, you know you on camera, right? I can see your face while I'm looking at the screen. I'm looking at the chat and you over here grilling me, nigga. What's and nigga, we got into words. Like, oh, you want to do, I'm like, you don't want to do that. Also, I'm too old to just be fighting friends, but also, you don't want to do that. And we was able to work it out without having to go to fisticuffs. We did put gloves on though. But that was just for fun, more recreation, and I did my thing. I still got it, nigga. Now I was tired after the third round, but I say all that I had to say. Like, I think this guy's lame. I think he's just looking for clout when it comes to Ryan Upchurch, and he's just trying to, I guess you could say, make himself known. It's because jealousy. He's always felt this way about Upchurch. Deardorff, whatever his name is. But tell me what you think down in the comment section.